Morning. Yes, it's Saturday, July 6th. It's just before 7 a.m. 6:50 maybe. Just getting started. So I camped last night at like a little, dispersed camping area around mile marker 1099. So I'm passing 1,100 miles here in a few minutes, and got about 6 miles to go to 1105, which is where the half-gallon ice cream challenge is, where I guess you try to eat a half-gallon of ice cream in like 20 minutes or 30 minutes or something. For what purpose, I have no idea. But I think it's like a staple for like the halfway point, and then people do it. It's kind of like a fun activity, but I ain't doing it. I can't think of anything worse than eating a half-gallon of ice cream and then milk in your stomach and then hiking all day. So, but I will attend the festivities and see who's there and celebrate with whoever's there. It's really getting spread out now. I don't think I'm in the bubble any longer, but I don't know. So many people have gotten off trail, and it's funny, I haven't, the last couple of days at least, well, since Harper's, I haven't seen many hikers. Not through hikers, at least, that I'm accustomed to. Starting to stretch out a little bit, I think. I know there's some people about a half a day ahead of me or a day ahead of me. There was a couple people that were a day behind me, but they just got off trail and they're done. And, so I walk alone in a lonely road. I think that's a Green Day song. He walks alone. I can't remember the lyrics, but yeah, man. So I'll probably snap a picture of 1,100 miles, but it's really kind of ridiculous, all these. And I think there's another unofficial halfway point sign up here, so it's like all these, yay, another mile, yay. And I try to celebrate every step, man, but photo opportunities, I guess the photo opportunities are for other people to celebrate it with me, like my family and my friends and you guys. But oh, here's the sun. Let me tell you, last night was the hottest I've been trying to sleep. I was shirtless, laying in my hammock, and then your body sticks to the hammock. It was a rough night sleeping. Woo, hiya! Because of the heat, man. Totally uncomfortable, but I did get some good sleep finally. Later on, when it got to be about 2 o'clock in the morning, I got some good Z's in. Sticking to my hammock. Hiya! But I feel good this morning. I feel good. All right, stick around. See what I can get into today. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Caboose. Happy birthday to you. How old are you, man? 49. Doing that old man hiking with me. I know, that's why I said with me. You're catching up. You are definitely the young one. Nah, no worries, man. I'm gonna take a break here. Although I've already passed 1,090, this sign is wrong. Welcome to the AT. I don't know what that means. Talk about cabin in the woods, man. Huh. Couple more up here. Let me show you. I have no idea how they drove up here. Oh, I guess this road here. All right. going to get some ice cream and do some repairs. My shoe's falling apart. And my pack keeps slipping too. But first, ice cream. It's a hostel. Alright, time to do some repairs. Cut all this stuff off. There's no tread left on these shoes. Bought them June 1st. Now I gotta cut this off on the tip like this one. Okay, so this shoe, I had to cut all this off. Got some new shoes waiting for me, I think. My buddy's gonna bring them. And this shoe doesn't have any tread left, but it's falling apart up here. So I gotta cut this off now. Rough out here. Why don't you take better care of me, Wingit? I'm protecting your feet. Walking around on the rocks is hard.
Hey, you made it.
Shoe repair complete.
Oh, we're just stopping real quick. So yeah, we just can't.
There's the Papa Smurf. From Simple Woods Path to National Scenic Trail. Some form of public protection must be extended to the trail system if it is to survive as a through continuous recreation. Thank you. Jim Stoltz, walking Jim Stoltz. Jim Stoltz, long-distance hiker and conservationist who inspires many through his music, photography, and storytelling. And that's his stuff. Heather Anderson became the first woman to complete the Appalachian Pacific Crest and Continental Divide National Trail Triple Crown each 3 times. She had a calendar year Triple Crown in 2018. She hiked all 3 of those trails in one March to November season, making her the first female to do so. Heather was named National Geographic's 2019 Adventure of the Year. Couldn't imagine doing all 3 in 1 year. Baltimore Jack. Georgia. That's right there. Still have all this to go. A lady picked these blueberries yesterday, and Trail Angel just gave them to us. She referred to as the blueberry lady. Going downstairs to the museum. How you doing, my friend? Wonderful, thank you. Ben Mackay. Ben Mackay and Skylar Parlor. It must be his desk.
He's from Shirley, Massachusetts.
Oh, yes?
15 minutes from my house. Yep. Yep.
Appalachian Trail, a rugged mountain footpath. Appalachian Trail beckons some for a few hours, others for a few days every year, heeding the call of the wild and lure of the immense challenge. A few hundred adventurous through hikers spent 6 months walking the entire route. Northbounders face snow in the Smokies, enjoy lush greenery in Virginia, and are rewarded with colorful foliage in New England on their way to Katahdin in Maine. Southbounders endure some of the most rugged stretches of trail at the start, then seemingly have the trail to themselves as they approach Springer Mountain, Georgia. And I'm not going to read all that. July 10th, 1921, three men met on Hudson Guild Farm in northwestern New Jersey. Ben Mackay, Charles Whitaker, and Clarence Stein. They were there to review some notes written by Mackay for a recreational trail project that Mackay called the Appalachian Trail. They agreed that Mackay should expand his notes into an article. Whitaker agreed to publish the article in October issue of the Journal of American Institute of Architects, and Stein committed to promote the project through his many contacts. Mackay's expanded notes became this article and gave birth to his vision for an Appalachian Trail. Gene Epsby, the second person to thru hike the Appalachian Trail, and never saw a mountain until he was 16 years old. Although an Eagle Scout and well schooled in surviving the rigors of outdoor life, Gene had other interests that negated any urge to toss on a backpack and take him to the woods. That's some of his gear, the clothing he wore. Grandma Gatewood. She was a sensation. At a time when elderly women simply did not wander off into the woods, she was at home on the Appalachian Trail. Her great-grandmother, 67, she headed north from Mount Oglethorpe, Georgia, wearing high-top sneakers and carrying a homemade denim satchel over her shoulder. She had some Chuck Taylors on, man. Oh, I'm sure she often wore Keds. Every year, a growing number of hikers set out to complete the entire 2,200 plus miles of the Appalachian Trail. Of these hikers, a small percentage will succeed and become known as 2,000 milers. Collectively, these new 2,000 milers form the class for that year. That's the finish sign. Katahdin. Earl Schaefer, born November 8th, 1918. His fighting was ending on World War I's Western Front just 3 days before the formal signing of the armistice. Earl Schaefer was given the middle name Victor to honor the triumph of the Allies. August 2nd, 2008, a small shelter hand-built sometime between 59 and 61 along the trail that traverses Peter Mountains by York, PA. Native and first AT work, Earl Schaefer was dismantled by a group of 40 volunteers and entrusted to the care of the museum. One of a half dozen AT shelters built by Earl. It was the last one remaining on the trail at the time of its removal. That's her trekking pole she's carrying right there. I know, food. Little snack bar up there. Here's a beach. Wow. I was looking forward to swimming in this lake. And then that. Got people enjoying the trail or enjoying the lake. And it is a weekend. So, Wingit hikes on without backflipping the lake. Bummer. So what do you know? I wandered off trail again. So I'm going back. It shouldn't be too far. Just ran into some horse riders, and I was hoping I could, I'm not off the trail very far, but hoping I could just keep walking that road and hook back around, and they weren't sure if I could or not, so I am doing what I do well, backtracking. And I'm going to turn back around when I get down here. That's what happens when you Wingit Blaze. Show you what I'm looking at. Yep. Here it is, and here's my sticks that I shouldn't have stepped over, but I did. One of these days I'll learn, or I won't. But I kind of like me, just wander in the woods. I had a good little pace going too, man. Nothing like having to backtrack a quarter mile or so, being a half mile off round trip. Luckily, I caught it in time. And you really have to zoom in on the Far Out app to show that you're off trail that much, because I usually look at it from a distance so I can see what's going on up ahead. You zoom in and all of a sudden the hills look bigger. So you can't really see if your little GPS dot is off trail or not unless you zoom all the way in. So I get to do this uphill again. But it was cool. I got to talk to the 3 horse riders, 3 ladies riding the horses. Told them should have been smarter and took a horse. And it is hot out here. Whew. Definitely low. It's a new bridge. All right, got a little road walk here. Veered off the trail to take this, I think it's like 8/10 of a mile to this, I think it's Green Mountain General Store. Gonna grab a little food, man. So I was at the ice cream challenge earlier and I ate breakfast there, right by the museum. And now I'm, going to the Green Mountain General Store where I guess they got good food there too. So if I can eat anywhere except my food bag, call me crazy, but I'm in. So got a little bit of a road walk, veers off the trail a little bit, but this one's intentional. So headed there. It's around here somewhere. Nice little neighborhood. Huh. Chickens. I love chickens. Oh, ice cream go. All right. This is Green Mountain General Store. Gonna go in and get some grub. Come out here and sit at these picnic tables and just relax. Sounds good to me. Whew. It tastes so good. Give me an Italian sandwich and a little sun-kissed orange. Gonna enjoy it. Almost done. I think I'm gonna stop at a campsite with some water at 1,116.8. I don't know, something like that, but it's maybe a half mile up. Yeah, so it's only a short, maybe 6 or 8 miles, 8 miles to Boiling Springs. And my buddy's gonna meet me tomorrow and bring me my new shoes, my new power banks, and my new headlamp. So, probably go to lunch with him. So, I don't want to get too close to Boiling Springs and then do nothing until the afternoon. So, I think that'll get me close to 18 miles today. And I feel great. I feel like I could keep going, but, you know, what am I going to do? Gotta wait till the afternoon for my buddy to get from Baltimore up to Boiling Springs. And so I'll wake up tomorrow, have a leisurely stroll into Boiling Springs, probably get some lunch. Then I have a dilemma. Got to get back on trail and make it to Carlisle, which I don't know, I think is like 12 miles. But it's pretty easy terrain, but it's just how long I spend with him. Eating lunch and just hanging out, you know? So I guess I got a new headlamp, so if I get dropped back off at 4 o'clock, 12 miles on that terrain is through cornfields. Probably do 3 miles an hour. Be there by 8 or so, 8:30. I don't know, just play it by ear. Guess what? Just gonna wing it. All right, let me find this campsite.